Have you ever wondered what it would have been like if John Wick never lost his wife or his dog, if he actually had the chance to start and raise a family? Well, look no further, because we have a movie from the same writer as John Wick, and he brings us one of the most enjoyable action movies of the past 10 years. Welcome to Dumb Down, a show where we summarize movies in hopes of understanding them better. Today, we dumb down Nobody. Meet Hutch Mansell. He's your typical average guy who does average things, like drinking his morning coffee, cooking breakfast for the family, and also, like all of us, forgets to throw out the trash.
You missed the garbage.
To the moon, Alice!
He also works out when he can, goes to work, saves his money. Just your average guy, right?
Right? Wrong.
That's because Hutch has a dark past that is eagerly waiting for things to go bad. So bad, so he can release the true self that's inside of him. Of course, things do start going out of control, and it begins when two people try to break into his house. Hutch has a chance to defend his family, but decides to lower his guard. Heck, even his kid actually defends the family. Way to go, kid.
Your money. Cash.
That's about all there is.
That's it?
I use a debit card.
But seeing that Hutch has no real money in the house, they take the watch instead. Oh, and remember this tattoo. Very important. Seeing that there's nothing else to take, they leave. The cops arrive, and we find out that he managed to get into the house because of a pizza box. And of course at work, everyone knows what happened. His brother-in-law even gives him a gun to protect his family. Hutch takes it, but hides it inside a freezer box. Later, Hutch goes to his office and gets on a radio and starts talking to his brother, who's played by the RZA, who already knows what happens as well. And how, you may ask?
Look, if they know, I know, you know?
Okay, USA.
Hutch, contemplating not having done anything about the matter, goes to see his dad at a retirement home. He sits and watches TV with him, gives him some dinner, and even his dad tells him,
"Do you remember who he used to be, Hutchie? I do."
Hutch goes home and finds out some information from his daughter.
You can't find what?
My kitty cat bracelet.
Where was it?
In here. They couldn't have stolen that, would they?
Unacceptable!
This gets Hutch out of control. They can take his watch, some spare cash, but you do not mess with his daughter's kitty cat bracelet. So he goes back to the retirement home, gets his dad's gun and badge, and goes out to find the men responsible for breaking at his home, and of course, taking the kitty cat bracelet. But before he does, remember the tattoo? Hutch goes to several tattoo parlors, looking for which one did that particular design. Finally, he finds the place, though they are initially not very keen on helping him.
Who are you? Just a man who's looking for someone.
Thank you for your service.
How can I help you? Send me in the direction of this person.
Hutch gets his info and goes to the apartment. He gets back the watch, but no kitty cat bracelet. He finds out they have a sick baby and are desperate for money. Hutch leaves, and in anger and frustration, starts hitting a wall.
That's gotta hurt! It's gotta hurt! Hurt!
He gets back on the bus, only for a car to crash near him and make the bus stop. Hutch is desperate for that bus to stop. He wants blood, no matter who it is. So we get ourselves one big bus fight.
I'm gonna you up.
Someone's gonna get slapped tonight! Gotta be you! Gotta get whacked tonight! Gotta be you! Someone's gonna get slapped tonight from me! And it's gonna be you! He needs some milk!
Thank you.
Hey! You look like a punk, yeah! All I do is shout it. Tell me what you gonna do about it! You and me outside!
Impressive.
With the last man on the floor, Hutch grabs a pocket knife and a straw to help him breathe. Hutch gets home, and his wife is shocked to see his appearance. She mends to his wounds. They start talking, and he opens up about how they haven't had any intimacy in a long time. Meanwhile, we're introduced to our main villain, Julian. Pretty likable villain. He likes to dance and sing at his club, and he also likes to beat the crap out of people. So he's not that nice. Anyway, we find out the guy in the bus that Hutch put the straw in his throat is named Teddy, and he's the little brother of Julian. So you guessed it. He's gonna beat the crap out of his men to find out who Hutch is. They may not know his name or who he is, but they have his bus pass. Enough to get the investigation rolling. Sorry, couldn't resist. At the surface, they find out he's just a regular guy, nothing out of the ordinary. But one extortion later, we find out that Hutch is as dangerous as they come. Even the lady working for Julian wants no part in it. Meanwhile, Hutch gets a call from his brother, and he also gets a text to go to a barbershop. There he gets a file on Julian. And we also learn about the op shack. As explained by the barber, it is a 401k for the Russian mafia. You would think with this advice and all the money involved that Hutch will just stay back and do nothing, just go back to being an average guy. Well, maybe. But they made one big mistake. They messed with family.
You don't turn your back on family.
Back home, Hutch is preparing dinner for his family, and Julian has sent his men to kill him. Hearing that there's men coming to his way, Hutch hides his family in a secure place and says,
Don't call 911.
and we have ourselves some good old-fashioned action.
What a fucking shame! Murder! It's a bitch of blood! Murder! This is fucking life! Murder! What a fucking shame! Murder! It's a bitch of blood! Murder! This is fucking life! Fucking murderer!
But hey, no worries. He finds a way to get out. One of the bad guys is alive and asks who he is. Hutch tries to tell his story, but the guy dies. Hutch runs back home, gets his family out of the secure place, and gets them into the garage. The wife wants an explanation for his actions, to which he says,
I will. But not now.
They go to a safe place, and Hutch decides to have a drink with the bad guys, who are all dead except one. Starts telling his life story again, and he explains who he was. We learn that he used to work for the government, and would kill bad guys. But after letting one guy go, and seeing that he actually managed to change his life around and have a family, Hutch became jealous. At that moment, Hutch wanted what that guy had, a family.
There's always room for family.
A life that was not about killing and wasting it away. So he becomes the Hutch that we see at the beginning of the movie. A family man, an average guy, that you would never think is a killer. Again, as he's telling the story, the guy that's still alive dies.
Sneaky devil. Fucking kitty cat bracelet.
He burns up his own house, and before he does, he explains to the people who are dead that no one will be finding the bodies. As he leaves, he sees his house burning down. He decides to steal his neighbor's car. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to mention this. In the beginning, we meet the neighbor. He inherited the car from his dad who passed away. Hutch gave his condolences only to get a really awful response from him.
There's nothing there to mourn, man. 0 to 60 and I'm about to find the guy.
Anyway, he takes the car and decides to burn it all. Julian's men also find Pops at the retirement home, but he has a few tricks up his sleeve.
Got him! Got him!
He buys up the place where he used to work, all in gold.
Pop, don't! Breathe deep, okay?
What am I gonna do? I don't give a shit.
Now at the club, Julian notices that Hutch is in the audience. He has an explosive, and he wants a moment alone with Julian. They have a chat, and he explains to Julian what he has done.
La donna è mobile, qual più malavento, muta l'accento e di pensiero. E di pensiero.
I'm shocked! You should have seen it go up. It was something.
All because of attacking his home and his family.
Your brother never told you never threaten a man's family?
To which Julian explains that he killed his brother. Hutch offers a proposition: to stop here now, have peace. Both men can rebuild. Now, if you think the movie will end here and you only will accept the peace offered scene, you're probably right. It actually ends here. Haha, psych, almost got you there. We're actually gonna get the most ultimate final battle.
Time to end this. Gun, I cannot miss. Jan, in this ultimate battle. I'll never stop, no matter what the world may say.
After the battle, Hutch gets interrogated briefly. They ask him who he is, and he says,
Nobody. I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo.
sorry, wrong clip.
Are you?
Me, I'm nobody.
He said it! He said it!
That's right.
Both agents get a phone call, and Hutch walks as a free man. 3 months later, Hutch and the family buy a new house. In the midst of buying, Hutch gets a call from an unknown source.
Hutch here.
Hutch listens, and they ask the realtor if the house has a basement. I'm assuming that Hutch will be working for the government again, and perhaps we'll see more of him in a sequel. Also, in the after credits, we see Pops and his brother are in an RV going to an undisclosed area with lots of guns. So this was Nobody Dumbed Down, one of the best action movies I've seen in a very long time. Entertaining from beginning to end, highly recommended. If you like John Wick, if you like The Equalizer, you're gonna enjoy Nobody. And if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And I'll be seeing you guys next time.
See ya! Bye!
Get the fuck out of here now.
If you want any more of that, you can come by and see us again, yeah?
Zero to 60, and I'm about to find